Hello, my name is Bill Knittle, and I'm an AEC Applications Consultant here at Synergis Engineering Design Solutions. And we're going to look at Next Gen BIM 360 and cross-platform collaboration using BIM 360 Desktop Connector. BIM 360 Desktop Connector provides a direct connection to your BIM 360 projects. It achieves this by creating drives to the Project Files folder in Next Gen BIM 360. Dialog windows within Autodesk Desktop Applications can access Desktop Connector. With each new publish of the file, a version number is assigned to ensure it's current. To access BIM 360 Desktop Connector, use the hyperlink provided below and install the product on your workstation. In the workflow we're going to explore, the architect is using Revit and the kitchen consultant is using AutoCAD. Both have installed Desktop Connector and are actively signed in to their BIM 360 project. Within Revit, the architect is going to open a floor plan view and export the floor plan view to DWG and save it in the BIM 360 project via Desktop Connector. The kitchen consultant using AutoCAD is going to use Desktop Connector to XREF the DWG to their design drawing. Once the kitchen consultant has created their design, they're going to save that drawing file to BIM 360 using Desktop Connector and store it in the BIM 360 project. Finally, the architect is going to use Revit to link to that DWG using Desktop Connector. With each export and each save from the two products, new versions of the drawings will be created as changes occur during the design lifecycle. In Revit, I'll play the role of the architect. Notice that I'm signed in as the project member for the architectural team. I've also opened the shared model from BIM 360 Design for the particular team I'm working with. Additionally, I've created a floor plan view that will be used to export to AutoCAD. To export the view, I'll go to the File tab in Revit and select Export. From the right menu, I'll select CAD Formats DWG. It is important to review the export setup here. There are a couple critical settings that need to be paid attention to. On the Units and Coordinates tab, we are going to use Revit's coordinate system in AutoCAD. Therefore, I'm going to export the project internal coordinate system. Additionally, I have to make sure that the AutoCAD DWG format is compatible with the AutoCAD user's software. Once those two things have been satisfied, I can proceed with exporting the Cad file. What I'll do here is I'll navigate to the Desktop Connector. From there, I can go to the account that the project is hosted to, at which point I'll select the project file and drill down to the Share folder where I can save the CAD links. Here I've made two subfolders in the CAD links directory file. I'm going to create this export in the From Revit folder. Once I've specified a name, I can use some of the export options such as export views on sheets and links as external references. I'll select OK, and the file is immediately exported to BIM 360 Docs. In BIM 360 Docs, we can revert to the Document Management Service and review the file folder from Revit to see if the AutoCAD DWG was exported. As we can see, the DWG is now available for the AutoCAD user. In AutoCAD, I will now play the role of the consulting kitchen designer. Notice that I'm signed into A360 as myself, and I'm also a member of the project. Using the External References Manager, I will go now and attach the DWG that was exported from Revit and stored on BIM 360. Browsing to the Desktop Connector, I can now go into the project directory and find the CAD link that I want to use from Revit. Once I've located the DWG file, I can go ahead and open it as an external reference, making sure that the origin is 000 and that the XREF is overlaid. This will avoid any circular references. With the exported CAD floor plan from Revit now inside of AutoCAD, I can lay out my kitchen design. I've already done this in advance to make it quicker. Now what I have to do is save my kitchen design back to BIM 360 so that the Revit team can use it inside of their Revit model. To do that, I will go to the Application menu and use the Save As function. I'm going to save the drawing, but I'm going to browse to my BIM 360 desktop connector. I'll locate the account that the project is in and locate the project and drill down into the directory to find the place to save the file. In this case, I made a folder called From AutoCAD. This is where I'm going to save the kitchen design. And just like that, the DWG has been saved to BIM 360 Docs. Returning to BIM 360 Docs, I can now go into the From AutoCAD subfolder to see if the DWG from the Consulting Kitchen Designer has been uploaded. Now I'm ready to return back to Revit and link this DWG into Revit. Once back in Revit, I can reassume the role as the architect. To link the Cad file into Revit from BIM 360, I simply need to start by creating a workset, as I would typically do in a work shared file. I'm going to make that workset current. So as I link the Cad file in, it goes on that workset. At which point, I can now insert the Cad file from BIM 360. Using the Link CAD tool, I will now browse using the BIM 360 desktop connector to the Cad file that was saved from AutoCAD. Once I've located the Cad file, I can go and set up my settings for bringing it into Revit, making sure to use the origin to origin selection for my positioning. Once I'm ready, I can select Open. As you can see, the AutoCAD DWG now is linked from BIM 360 directly in the same spot that it was XREF from in AutoCAD. This allows me to go back and forth between the two applications by continually saving versions over top of the original in the BIM 360 Docs environment. From within Revit, I simply need to reload the link. From inside of AutoCAD, I simply need to reload the DWG. As we continue to export and save files from the two platforms, the versions continue to update. As you can see, BIM 360 becomes the conduit to transfer files back and forth between the two disparate technologies.